Good morning, sisters, brothers, friends in the Dharma. Namo Sangyang Adi Buddhaya, Namo Buddhaya. It's really good to see all of you in this fine morning. I hope everyone can open their cam so that we can interact to each other more easily. Okay? But first of all, allow me to introduce myself for those who do not know me. My name is Wirya, and I'm part of Buddhist Reborn Dharma Crew Batch 9, Sunday Service Division. And today, I will be the moderator for today's Dharma sharing. And I would like to thank you and welcome every one of you in today's Dharma talk. For those who didn't know, today Dharma sharing isn't just about sharing, but also we are going to discuss about one of Buddha's discourse and also participate to tell the story behind this great sutta. And the sutta is called the Aṅgulimāla Sutta. Have you guys heard about that? Anyone?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. But I'm not gonna give spoilers. So without further ado, I will let this sutta be explained by our speaker today, who is a youth leader in the Putra Heads Buddhist Society Youth Fellowship, a youth leader in MYTTA, an alliance of Buddhist youth groups in Malaysia, and also was the president of Warwick Buddhist Society back in 2015. Please welcome to our brother, Khor. Hello, brother. How are you? Is he here? All right. Hello. So do you want to introduce yourself first before you start the talk?
Okay, hang on. Yeah, because I was going to get the recording actually. Hang on. I was going to be a co-host to get the recording.
Oh.
Hang on. Okay. Now it's recording to cloud. Is that right?
It's recording to my computer.
Hey, you already started recording actually.
Really? Let me.
Yeah, we took the recording.
Yeah. I see.
Yeah.
Okay, so I can only record to my computer. I see.
Yes.
Okay, good. I've started recording. That's great. Yeah, awesome. Okay, yeah, sorry. I just went to the main room to get the co-host permissions. Okay, so what's happening now? Do I introduce myself?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, if you would like to,
Awesome, sure. All right, Namo Buddhaya. Good morning, everyone. So it's still morning. It is even earlier in the morning in Indonesia. Namo Buddhaya. Sukhi Hotu, everyone. Really a pleasure to meet all of you. Wow. So this is the early morning in Indonesia where the Buddhist youth wake up for the Sunday service. So this is really awesome, right? It's really my honor and privilege to be with all of you here. And I need to emphasize that I'm not a teacher. I'm here just to share what I know and also to actually hear from you. I would also like to hear from you, your thoughts and your learning in the Dharma. Just to very quickly introduce myself, my name is Wei Ken. You can call me Wei Ken or Brother Khor. I'm quite flexible, so no pressure. My name is Wei Ken. I'm from the Putra Heights Buddhist Society Youth Fellowship in Malaysia. So that's where I mainly serve. In the Putra Heights Buddhist Society Youth Fellowship, I facilitate sutta study and Dharma discussions. So today's session will also be sort of a sutta study where we look at one of the key stories or one of the key suttas in the Buddha's teachings, in the Buddha's discourses. All right, so I facilitate sutta study and Dharma discussions with the BHBS Youth Fellowship. I also play a role as a youth leader in MITA. MITA is an alliance or a network of Buddhist youth groups in Malaysia. So that's what I do at the moment. And yeah, I love to talk to young people about the Dharma. Well, I love to talk to all people, right, about the Dharma. And it's a real privilege to be with you all here. Sadhu.
All right, great. What a nice introduction. So yeah, as you guys know, that is Brother Waken. So I think we all impatient to hear what he's going to deliver today, right? So I would like to let Brother Khor Waken to start his sharing today. Okay. So in the meantime, let us sit back and relax and
discuss.
Be mindful to the talk, and we hope we will learn something today. Okay, so let's do it.
All right. Thank you, Brother Virya, for the kind introduction, and also thank you to all of you, especially the committee members who have organized this event, and thank you, Brother Pepin, for leading the Sunday service in the morning, and to the introducers, Brother Yukai, Sister Devika, right? Yeah, for introducing. So this is really good. All right. Now, Brother Virya said, sit back and enjoy. Oh, no. This is not a session where you sit back and enjoy. Okay, this is a session where you need to participate. So I'll be getting some of you to also participate in this sutta study where you will be reading out. Okay, so this is a very active or engaging session where you would also get to play a role, okay, in the sutta study. You'll get what I mean later as I share the slides. Okay, yeah. All right, cool. So let's begin this topic by thinking about the idea of hope and redemption. The title for today's sutta study is Hope and Redemption. How do we find hope on the Dharma journey? Some of you might have a lot of hope as you're inspired by the Buddha's teachings. Not always though, not always. Sometimes we feel a little bit helpless. Sometimes we feel a little bit vulnerable. Sometimes we feel like we're not making progress. Right? So that's sometimes how we feel on the path of Dharma. Then let's think about redemption. How do we find redemption? How do we find transformation? How do we find forgiveness? Forgiveness for ourselves, forgiveness for others. So these are good questions to start thinking about, right? So if you have all these questions, later on there'll also be a Q&A. And I welcome your questions. Okay, good. Let me begin by sharing my slides. Let's start. Okay, I hope my connection works. If my connection is not too good this morning, forgive me. We'll keep trying until the Zoom works. Okay, can you all see my screen?
Yes.
Can.
Awesome.
Yes,
beautiful. Thank you. Okay, cool. So Brother Virya will be helping me as well to choose the volunteers. Okay, choose the volunteers and choose the participants. All right. So welcome to this morning's Dharma sharing or this morning's sutta study. We'll be looking at the Aṅgulimāla Sutta. The Aṅgulimāla Sutta. Many people and many youths already know the story of Aṅgulimāla. Maybe. I don't know. Do you know the story of Aṅgulimāla? Maybe not. If you have already heard the story of Aṅgulimāla, that's great. So today you can also share what you've learned about Aṅgulimāla, what you've observed about the lessons in the story and the teachings in the story. So you can get to share as well today. So like I said, I'm not the teacher. So if I get all of you to share, then I don't have to speak. So it's an easy task for me. Okay. Let's begin with a more fun question. For young people, maybe this is a fun question. So have you ever disobeyed your teacher in school, in your Dharma class? Okay. Have you ever disobeyed your teacher? Or have you ever broken the school rules?
Yes.
So this is a fun question. Anyone can answer. So go ahead.
Yes.
Yes, I have.
Yes, I have.
Of course, we all have. Anyone here is...
Are there any fun stories? Yeah, anyone wants to share your story?
Yeah. Anyone want to share? Maybe Sister Eliana want to share something?
So far in the chat, everyone says yes.
Oh,
no one says no. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, anyone?
It's obey the school rules. Yeah. Oh, I think I don't want to wear my socks because my school has socks from school that the students have to use it have to wear it every day, but once in my lifetime I don't want to wear it because it's hot.
Because it's what? Sorry?
Because it's hot to wear.
It's hot. I see. All right. So I remember in those days when I was a school prefect. You guys have school prefects, right? In Indonesia, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah.
Ada pengawas, pengawas sekolah, right?
Yeah.
So school prefects. I was a school prefect. So we had spot checks. So spot checks is where we check the students' attire. So we have to check whether their hair was too long. We have to check whether their fingernails were too long. We have to check whether they were wearing socks and so on. Yeah. So many students not many students, but some students they didn't really want to wear the socks, or they try to hide their socks in their shoes. You know what I mean? They don't want to put it up high because it doesn't look good, right? I don't know. Maybe it's a fashion trend. I'm not sure. Yeah. I see Eliana nodding her head. Yeah, maybe it's a fashion trend where if you pull up your socks too high, it doesn't look good. So like as a prefect, I would call students to like pull up your socks. Yeah, that's part of my duty back then. But okay, fun days. All right, thanks Eliana for sharing. Any other sharing? Yeah.
Keep classes. I mean,
classes.
yeah,
that's so true.
We do it as a team, right? So me and my friend, not just me. We say if we want to do sin, it's better to do sin together, like so. Like, okay, skip classes. I think that's mine.
Excellent. Yes, thank you, Brother Pepin. Yeah, skip classes. So I used to be a teacher in school. Maybe some of you don't know that. Yeah, I used to be a teacher in high school, and and yeah, skipping classes is one of the things we really don't like. I mean, when the students skip classes, we don't like it. Yeah. Another one, I saw. I think you guys mentioned in the chat, eating in class. Yeah, eating in class. So eating in class is something I did before as well as a student. When I was a student in school, yeah, sometimes I eat in class as well. We have our ways to eat in class. To hide from the teacher. Okay, so those are the times. All right. So everyone here is very rebellious. No one here is a good student.
Yes, everyone is nakal here.
Nakal, very naughty.
Yes.
Okay, nakal. Okay, all right, let's move on. Okay. Now let's begin with the sutta. So many of you might know the story of Aṅgulimāla. So this is a picture of Aṅgulimāla chasing after the Buddha, right, to try to kill the Buddha, right? Oh, okay, yeah, Brother Ria, your background as well. That's nice.
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone know Mandarin here? I'm not sure. Does anyone understand Mandarin here? Okay, I'm not sure. So I'm just going to share it very quickly. So in Mandarin, there's a saying, 放下屠刀,立地成佛. So I'm going to explain that. I'm going to translate that, right? So 放下屠刀,放下 means putting down. 屠刀 means like the sword or the knife, the killing knife, right? 立地成佛,立地 means on the spot, at that moment. 成佛 means becoming awakened, becoming the Buddha, right? So the idea is you put down the sword on the spot, in that moment, you become awakened, you become enlightened. So that is a Chinese saying, right? A Mandarin saying. So the idea is that there is a massive moment of transformation. At that moment, you let go of anger, you let go of violence, you let go of aggression and hostility, and you become awakened. Many of us, after we heard the story of Aṅgulimāla, we might look forward to such a moment. Wow, I want to let go of killing and violence at one moment, in that one moment. Maybe some of you might have thought of that question, or some of you might have that wish. I wish to become like that, perhaps. Today we'll be talking about hope and redemption. What gives hope on the Dharma path? How do you find hope? Okay, how do you find hope? Sometimes, especially in our darker emotional moments, or in our what we call down moments, right? Or sad days or bad days, perhaps. We might feel a sense of despair, where we can't find a way out. Or especially when we're in tremendous suffering, or when we're being hurt by others, perhaps. We don't see a way out, or we don't see a way to solve the problem. Then there's despair, or there's a sense of hopelessness. So as we progress in today's session, in today's Dharma sharing, at the end of today, not at the end, but maybe in the second half of today's sharing, there will be an opportunity to bring our stories and bring our life experiences to the Buddha, and we can see what the Buddha might say and how the Buddha could help us in our life journey. Okay. All right, now here's the fun part. Okay, let's begin the role playing, the drama. Today we'll be actors and actresses today. All right, so many of the graphics here, many of the comic strips here, the comic pictures here, I got it from this website. So if you want to see the full, I'm not taking the full comic or the full set of pictures, but if you want to see the full set of pictures, you're welcome to visit this website to see the whole story. Excellent. So let's begin. All right. Now, I'm going to start the story. Aṅgulimāla was born as Ahiṃsaka, right? So that wasn't his original name. His original name was Ahiṃsaka. Now, the question is, what is Ahiṃsaka? Does anyone know the meaning of Ahiṃsaka? So let me. All right. Nobody knows Ahiṃsa. Okay, Ahiṃsa. So the philosophy is an important philosophy in Indian religion and Indian thought in general, Indian spiritual thought in general. The meaning of Ahiṃsa is non-violence. Ahiṃsa. Non-violence. Okay, non-violence. All right. So means the word is a negation. It means not or non or no, right? So hingsa means something like attacking, right? Being violent. So ahimsa means non-violence. Yeah. So the original intention of the parents in naming this boy, Ahiṃsaka, was to hope that he would be a non-violent person. He would be a non-violent man, right? Being kind, being compassionate, being non-violent, being non-hostile. So that was the original name of Ahiṃsaka. All right. So Ahiṃsaka grew up to be a very smart man, right? A very smart student. Yes, Brother Pepin, ironic. A very smart student. All right. Now there's this place in India. All right. In ancient India, there's a place called Takkasilā. It's like the place of higher education. You can imagine it that way, right? Or what we call a university. Of course, I mean, in today's world or in today's time, we call it a university, like a place of higher education. In those days, I'm not sure what they call it. Do they have universities in those days? I'm not sure. But anyway, it's like the ancient university of India, right? Takkasilā. It's not like a building. Okay, it's not like one university campus, but it's a city, all right, in India, where there are many teachers, many renowned teachers, many famous teachers. So students who want to pursue higher education, they go to this place, okay, to learn from the teachers. Okay, good. Hang on, give me a moment. All right. So let's get someone to read this narration. Someone will be the narrator to just read this paragraph. Yeah.
Okay, so anyone interested to be the actor and actresses, or should I choose? I can choose.
The narrator, yeah.
Anyone? So if you would like to, you can raise your hands, or just say yes, I want to be the actor and actress in the chat below. Anyone? How about Sister Janice? Are you there? Hello, Sister Janice.
Hello, Khor.
So yeah, you want to read it? I mean, yeah,
Yes.
be an actress and read the story.
The Lord Ahiṃsaka father sent him to Takkasilā, the famous Asian University of India, to pursue his higher education. He was accepted by the foremost teacher at that seat of learning, and he continued to be studio that he supervised all his fellow students. He also served his teacher so faithfully and humble. He soon became his teacher's favorite pupil. However, his fellow students become envious and plotted against him.
Okay.
Thank you.
So Ahiṃsaka, get up, right?
Yeah, Ahiṃsaka, get up. Yes. So this is the.
Thank you.
This is the. I'm not sure. I think this is the teacher or the father. I'm not sure. Was it the father calling him or the teacher calling him? Okay, good. So thank you, sister, for reading this. All right. He also served his teacher so faithfully and humbly. So being humble. And he soon became his teacher's favorite pupil. So anyone here, back in your school days, or maybe you are still in school right now, anyone here, you are your teacher's favorite student? Anyone? I don't know if you're your teacher's favorite student. Okay. This one, maybe any one of you, I don't know. I can't see everyone. If you are, you can type in the chat. Yeah, you are your teacher's favorite student. This one, maybe not many people have this experience. But the next experience, maybe some of you have it. Have you ever got jealous of a classmate? Maybe you see your teacher like your friend. Your teacher like your friend a lot. Wow, your teacher praises your friend, and then you say, "Oh, this friend, why is he so liked or admired by the teacher? I don't like him." Maybe you become jealous of your friend. Anyone with this experience? Or maybe when the exam results, when the test results are released, then you compare your results with your friend, okay, with your classmate. Hey, I only got a low score, right? And then your friend gets a very high score, and then you get jealous. actually, I'm smarter than this guy, I'm smarter than this girl. Why is he or she getting higher score than me? This is not, this is not fair, right? Maybe you get jealous also. Anyone with this experience? Typical Asian, Joe said.
Kiasu.
Oh, you guys says I get that 95, and then he says I got low score. Oh yeah, how well did you do? Oh yeah, I didn't do very well. I only got 95. Okay, right. So this is the drama. This is the drama of ancient India. Not just today there is drama in school. Even those days, there's drama in school. So his students became envious. They became jealous. They didn't like that Ahiṃsaka was so brilliant in his studies. And they didn't like that Aṅgulimāla was so favored by the teacher. So they tried to think of a plan. If you want to try to harm your fellow friends, or you want to try to harm your classmates, what would you do? What would you do? Think about it in your school. Sometimes you bully your friends, right? How do you plan to bully your friends? Think about it. Okay, sometimes you bully your friends, or maybe sometimes you are the one being bullied. So sometimes your friends bully you. How did your friends bully you? Or how did you plan with other students to bully other people? How do you do that? Think about it. Anyone wants to share? A good plan to bully people. Wait, let me check the chat.
Keep the friend in the toilet.
How do you do that?
Me? Oh no, I mean maybe some of friends can bring him to the toilet, force him force him and bring him to the toilet and then lock the key.
Oh my goodness, that's quite evil. Wow, that's quite cruel. Okay, I see. Yeah, so you lock someone in the classroom or you lock someone in the toilet. Yeah, that is a act of bullying. Yeah, that is an act of bullying. Okay, thanks Eliana for sharing. Okay, anyone else wants to share? I'm not sure. Okay, Brother Pepin says seram. Yeah, seram means scary, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it is quite scary to be locked in the toilet. Okay, now maybe none of you have thought of the plan of Ahiṃsaka's friends. So Ahiṃsaka's classmates, they think of this. All right. So let's get someone to be the friends, the classmates of Ahiṃsaka. So someone read this, okay? Someone read this, okay? You have to be a bit evil, You have to be evil, you have to be an evil character. You have to be the classmate, you have to be the enemy of Ahiṃsaka or Aṅgulimāla. And then someone read this. Okay, so 3 people, yeah, 1, and then 2, and then 3. Yeah. So someone be the narrator here, and then someone be the good friends here, and then someone be the good friends here as well. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yeah, go for it.
So anyone want to participating? I think I already have choice here. So if you don't want to miss your chance, so you better raise hands. Anyone?
Me. May
okay, Pepin. Who else? 2 more.
Which one?
Oh, look, there's my friend here in Malaysia, Jonathan Pramuji. Hey, hello, Jonathan Pramuji. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, so so I would like you to be the Pepin will be the narrator, and you will read this one. Quick, the master is approaching. Let us begin a little drama. Okay?
Okay.
But you have to
hold on.
You have to act it out, okay? You have to feel the character, okay?
Okay, hold on. I'm not a good actor.
Okay. Hey, it's fine. Just using your English sound, okay? Okay, now I want one more. Anyone else to read the scenes that young Ahiṃsaka came? The words here. Anyone?
Tante Fiori mau nggak? Tan.
Oh iya, boleh juga. Gimana Tante Fioli?
Ini semua aktivitinya bagus nih. Ya, ayo anak-anak harus berani. Come on.
Tante baca dong Tante.
Baca English ya.
Iya, yang ini yang oke. So now we have 3 person now. Okay, let's start. Okay, Pepin and Jonathan.
Who start first?
Tante dulu kan?
Oh, Tante dulu. Okay.
Nanti
Sure.
aku baru Jo.
Oh,
In that Ahiṃsaka came, we are almost forgotten. We must put a stop to it and cause a break between him and the teacher.
They hatch a plot to estrange the master from his favorite disciple. You know, it's dramatical, okay? Joe, go Joe.
quick, the master is approaching. Let us begin our little drama.
Okay.
Great.
Wow, everyone wants to become
Nice.
actors, huh? I like Brother Pepin's voice, a bit like Darth Vader, you know, like Darth
He's a
Vader.
natural born actor, you know.
They hatch a plot. Wow, like Darth Vader's voice. All right.
Nice.
So what is the plot? What is the plot of the friends? Okay. Yeah, so they discuss. All right, Joe and Pepin, you all can do this, right? So 1, 2, 3, 3 friends, Joe and Pepin and Virya, you can do this. 3 of you, 3 friends. And then someone, I will do this. I will be the narrator. So 3 of you just read. Joe, Pepin, Virya. Joe, Pepin, Virya, and then I'll read this. Okay, go ahead.
Which one do I read?
The left one.
The first one, Joe, Pepin.
So I'll be the first one.
Okay, sure. Virya, Pepin, Joe. Okay.
Okay. So we start now.
Okay.
Guys. Ahiṃsaka is a great scholar.
That's why our master praises him so.
Yeah.
Indeed, he's a greater scholar even than our master.
Okay. Nice.
Wow. So now the friends try to say Ahiṃsaka is even greater than the master. Wow, start to try to make the teacher overhear all these words. Another thing they did is it in the story? Let me see. Okay, yeah, it's not in the picture here today. I didn't include it. But another part of the story is that I didn't put it here. But another part of the story is that the friends, the classmates, they try to make the master, the teacher, overhear certain drama. What did they say? They try to gossip. What did they gossip? They say Ahiṃsaka and the wife of the teacher, they are very close, very intimate. So they start to make all these or create all these drama, right? So that the teacher would overhear the gossip, and the teacher would start to suspect. Oh man, what is Aṅgulimāla? What is Ahiṃsaka doing with my wife, right? So this is how the poisonous seed of suspicion start to take root in the teacher's heart. So let me read this. Finally, the poisonous seed of suspicion took root in his heart, and he came to believe that Ahiṃsaka, so strong in body and mind, actually wanted to push him out. Once suspicion is roused, one can always find something that seems to confirm it. So the teacher's suspicion grew into conviction. I must kill him or get him killed, he thought.
Oh, scary, huh?
So I'm going to read the narration. Someone's going to be the teacher, yeah? The teacher's orders. The teacher probably expected that Ahiṃsaka, in his attempt to complete that deed, to complete that action, would either be killed himself or would be arrested and executed. So what is that action? What is that instruction from the teacher to the student? Let's get someone to read it.
Okay. So anyone? Yeah, I think I would like Brother Eric Liu. Is that how I pronounce your name? So I would like Brother Eric Liu to read this for us.
Yeah, you can be the teacher.
Yeah, you can be the teacher, brother.
Okay, so you want me to read this? Okay.
All right.
Yeah. My dear Ahiṃsaka, for one who has completed his study, it is a duty to give a gift of honor to his teacher. So give it to me. You must bring me 1,000 human little fingers on the right hand. This will then be your concluding ceremonial homage to the science you have learned. The teacher's order. Okay? The teachers probably expected that Ahiṃsaka, in his attempt to complete the deed, would either be killed himself or will be arrested and executed.
Thank you, Brother Eric. All right. So the teacher said, "You must bring me 1,000 human fingers of the right hand." So now, if your teacher asks you to bring him 1,000 human fingers, would you disobey him? Would you obey your teacher? Would you disobey your teacher? Think about it. All right, think about it. Now, it is important to note, my fellow friends, that Ahiṃsaka at this point was in conflict, right? Think about it. Ahiṃsaka was someone who honors his teacher. Ahiṃsaka was someone who was very righteous at this point, correct or not? Right? He wasn't doing anything with the teacher's wife, for example. He was just trying to learn well, to study well, and to be a good student. So he really respects his teacher. He really honors his teacher. Okay. Now, the teacher gave him this order. What is Ahiṃsaka going to do? He must have been, I imagine he must have been very conflicted, right? Should I do it? Should I honor my teacher? All right. Finally, Ahiṃsaka decides, okay, I'm going to fulfill my teacher's wish. I am going to fulfill my duty as a student. I'm going to pay respect to my teacher as a form of gratitude, as a form of respect, right? That he has taught me so well. He has taught me so much. Now, Ahiṃsaka starts to get the fingers. Okay, this one, you really have to be very drama. Okay, anyone?
Oh,
volunteer.
I remember this line.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so anyone? Or how about okay, let me see.
Let's get someone evil to do it. Who wants to do it?
Oh, I know. Sister Jofia. Yes. Hello, sister. How are you?
Hi everyone.
Okay. So Sister Jofia, would you like to read this line for me? For us, sir.
Wah, need to be so dramatic, is it? Okay.
Okay, let's see.
Take that. I need your finger. I need to satisfy my teacher so that I could complete my studies. Give it to me.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Very nice. Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
So Ahiṃsaka equipped himself with a set of weapons, including a large sword, and went into the wild Jalini forest in his home state, Takkasilā. There he lived on a high cliff where he could observe the road below. When he saw travelers approaching, he hurried down, slew them, and took one finger from each of his victims. And then how did the victims cry out? Okay, someone will cry out. Who wants to be a very, very sad victim? Okay, anyone?
I want.
Okay, Eliana, go for it.
Mercy, please have mercy on me.
That was really good. That was really good. Okay, everyone, you have to be like Eliana, full of emotion.
Yes.
Mercy, please have mercy on me. And Aṅgulimāla's Ahiṃsaka continued to kill. All right, so let's get someone to read the narration. It's good enough. Anyone wants to read the narration? Yeah, just read the narration. Anyone? Just volunteer yourself very quickly. Who wants to try it? Go for it. Yeah, anyone just read it. Yeah.
May I? Or who?
Wait. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Which one? The little finger or what? Or I will keep there and
the narration. First, he hung the fingers. Yeah.
Okay. First, he hung the fingers on a tree where birds ate the flesh and dropped the bones. When he saw that the bones were rotting on the ground, he threaded the finger bones and wore them as a garland. From that, he received the nickname Aṅgulimāla, finger garland.
Yes. Aṅguli means finger. Mala means like a necklace, like a garland. You know, something you hang around your neck. That's mala. So Aṅgulimāla means finger garland because he hangs all the fingers around his neck. This is like a trophy. You know, like your trophy, you collect all your trophies and prizes. Yeah, so he hangs this garland, all the little fingers are there. So this is his plan. So this is how he keeps the fingers. So imagine killing one person after another in order to collect all these fingers. Now, the parents people start to hear of the news already. People start to think, oh, you know, this cliff, this place is a dangerous place. There's a murderous bandit on top of the cliff and he would kill you and take your finger. People start to talk about it. The news starts to spread in the country, right? People are fearful of that place because there lives a murderous bandit there. Okay, now the news also spreads to the parents. Imagine if you are a parent. Imagine you send your son or your daughter overseas to study. Anyone here studied overseas? I studied in the UK for my university. Anyone here studied overseas? Maybe you study in the UK,
I studied in the US.
Study in the US, brother Eric. Thank you. Yeah. Some of you study in maybe, I don't know, in overseas, right? Some of you are studying in Malaysia. Yeah, I know Joe studied in Malaysia. Yeah, so some of you study in Malaysia, maybe in Singapore, in US, in UK, or wherever, okay, wherever you study. Imagine your parent, you are a parent, imagine you're a parent, you send your child overseas, and then you start to hear news, you know, on Facebook, on Twitter, okay, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, oh, people share, you know, there's a news, you know, this young student, this young man or this young woman is starting to kill people. Wow, as a parent, you're very worried. As a parent, you're very worried, right? So let's be a father and mother here. Let's be a husband and wife. So the mother is this one. Emotion, you're a parent, you're very worried, okay? And this is the father. All right, so who wants to be the father and mother? Yeah, this one must choose a man and a woman. Okay, come. Let's find anyone to do it. Yeah. Yeah, brother Virya, go for it.
Also, we have to choose man and woman, but I want to be the wife.
Okay, Ken, you can be the wife. Ken, you can be the mother. Ken.
Me too.
Okay, so can I choose my husband now?
Sure.
Husband now. So my husband will be. Okay, let's see. Is this Pio? This is Delphio Nico, right? Pio? Are you here?
Pio. P.
Let's chant for Pio.
Ini? Oh, okay. Pio, are you there?
It's okay. I'll be your husband. I'll be your husband. Yeah, let's move on. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, go for it. I'll be your husband.
I'll go first. The fearful bandit is our son now. Soldiers have set out to capture him. Please, dear, go find him. Plead with him to change his way of life and bring him home. Otherwise, the king will have him killed.
What for? I have no use for such a son. The king may do with him as he likes. He is not my son. Okay, so this is the mother's love, right? The mother's love to find her son and to redeem him, to save him, to rescue him. So let me read the narration, yeah? Out of love for her son, she set out alone for the forest area where Aṅgulimāla was reported to have been hiding. She wanted to warn him and save him, and to implore him to renounce his evil ways and return with her. Okay, think about your own heart. If you are a parent, if you're a father or mother, and your own child is in deep trouble, you want to save him or save her. You want to advise him or advise her to change their ways, to renounce their evil ways. How would you feel? What would you do to save your child? What would you do? Think about it. Okay, so, okay, we need to move a bit faster. Time is running out. Brigitte, do you want to read this for us? Yeah.
Sister Brigitte?
Or is it not convenient for you? Sorry. Yeah.
Sister Brigitte, would you read this for us?
At the time, Aṅgulimāla had already gathered 999 fingers, and only one more was needed to complete the target of 1,000 set by his teacher. To bring his text to an end, he may well have killed his mother, who was drawing ever closer along the road. The master, when surveying the world with great conviction, became aware of Aṅgulimāla. Now, when the Buddha saw the grave danger towards which Aṅgulimāla was heading, he did not hesitate to walk 30 miles to save him from irreparable spiritual disaster.
Thank you, Sister Brigitte. Okay, now the mother sets out to find Aṅgulimāla. What did Aṅgulimāla try to do? Aṅgulimāla saw his own mother and he thought, I could kill her. I could take her finger as my final finger to complete my collection. Wow, imagine the evil in his heart. Imagine the sense of desire and determination to reach his goal, to complete his collection. So what did the Buddha do? The Buddha looked out in the world with his great compassion, Mahakaruna, great compassion. And the Buddha saw that
yeah, there's an internet issues.
Aṅgulimāla is going to kill his mother. Sorry, am I lagging?
Yes, you're lagging.
Sorry, where was I cut off just now?
Where the mother part, I think.
Yeah. So the Buddha looked out into the world. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can, but the PowerPoint is, yeah.
Okay, it's okay. The share screen is fine. No problem. Yeah, I'm going to share the sutta. So when the Buddha looked out in the world with his great compassion, with his Mahakaruna, great compassion, he saw that Aṅgulimāla was going to kill his mother. He wanted to go and rescue Aṅgulimāla. Okay, so he walked all the way to find Aṅgulimāla. Okay, now I'm going to pull up the sutta. Yeah, hang on now. All right, let me share my screen. You should be able to see my screen. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, haven't.
Okay, now you can see my screen.
Now, yes.
Aṅgulimāla Sutta. Can you see Aṅgulimāla Sutta? This is in the Majjhima Nikaya. Okay, now. Okay, now what did the Buddha do? The Buddha robed up in the morning. He wore his robes. Okay, taking his bowl and robe, he entered Savatthi for alms. All right. After the meal, he walked down the road that led to Aṅgulimāla. Now, the cowherds, the shepherds, the farmers, the travelers, they saw the Buddha on the road and they said to him, "Don't take this road." Okay, dear teacher, dear venerable, dear ascetic, don't take this road. On this road, there is a bandit named Aṅgulimāla. He is violent, he is bloody-handed, a hardened killer, merciless to living beings. He is constantly murdering people and he wears their fingers as a necklace. People travel along this road in groups of 10, in groups of 20, 30, 40, or 50. That means when people hear the news, they group together, right? They don't want to travel alone, right? They travel in 10, 20, 30 so that they can go there. They can pass that road. Still, they need their Aṅgulimāla's hand. So imagine how strong Aṅgulimāla was. After they repeat this for the second time, for the third time, they urged the Buddha to turn back. But when they said this, the Buddha went on in silence. Imagine the Buddha hearing all this urging from the people, but he continued to walk on in silence. He didn't say anything. And then Aṅgulimāla saw the Buddha. Aṅgulimāla said, "Wow, people travel along this road after banding in a group of 10 or 20 or 30, but still they are killed by me." Correct? Aṅgulimāla thought this. Still, they meet their end by my hand. But this contemplative, this ascetic comes along alone and unaccompanied, like he had beaten me already. So you see, Aṅgulimāla thought, wow, this man, very brave. People come in groups, they are killed by me. This man is not afraid, like he had defeated me already. Why don't I take his life? Wow, so this man wants to challenge me. You want to challenge me? Okay, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to take your finger. Right? So Aṅgulimāla was trying to feed his own pride and ego, right? He felt challenged. He wants to complete his mission. Okay, so this is the sutta, Aṅgulimāla Sutta. All right, I see Lenny Viola raise your hand. Do you want to ask a question or? Yeah, you can ask your question. Go ahead. Or is that did you accidentally press on, click on raise hand? I'm not sure.
I want to ask, when you said that when Aṅgulimāla wanted to kill somebody, that mother, did he actually recognize that it's his mother?
Good question. I don't know. That's a good question. That's a really good question. Did he recognize that it was his mother? I don't know, actually.
That would make the result is different, because you kill somebody and then you kill your mother, that the result will be different, right?
Okay, good question. Good question. Yeah. So in the Buddha's teachings, in the Dharma doctrine, okay, killing your mother or killing your father is one of the 5 most serious crimes, most serious evil deeds. So by committing any one of these 5 moral deeds, okay, you would be reborn in hell the very next life. Immediately, you will be born in the lowest, one of the lowest realms of hell, the very next life, correct? Okay, now, Lenny Viola, sister, asked a very good question, right? Would it be a different result? Now, to be honest, I'm not sure whether it would be a different result, whether or not you recognize your mother. I'm not sure whether it would be a different result, because the Theravada tradition, the Theravada tradition seems to explain, that even if you don't know that that is your mother or father, as long as he or she is actually your parent and you intentionally murder them, that would already constitute one of the 5 crimes, whether or not you recognize them. Does that make sense? So that is one of the explanations given in the Theravada tradition. Now, whether it's true or not, how karma really works, I don't know. So I can only inform you of the traditional explanation. Does that make sense, sister? Yeah.
Okay, understood. Thank
awesome.
you.
Very good question. You see, this is the kind of question I want. All right, good. Thank you, sister. All right, let's continue with the drama. Yeah, let's continue with the story. Uh-oh, our time is running out. We need more time for sutta study. Okay, never mind. Let's move on. Okay. I'm gonna read the narration. Then someone can read this. Okay. Let's move on faster. Yeah, maybe I'll just pick on Pepin or Viriya. Aṅgulimāla saw the Buddha appear between him and his mother. Seeing him, Aṅgulimāla thought, "Why should I kill my mother for the sake of a finger?" Well, according to this story, then he seemed to recognize his mother. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure how much retelling is done in this story. So I'm not sure. Okay, but anyway, let's move on. Aṅgulimāla thought, "Why should I kill my mother for the sake of a finger when there is someone else? Let her live." Okay, Pepin, read the B. Aṅgulimāla here.
Sure. He spotted a monk walking by. "Let me kill this monk instead. His finger will complete my collection." "Halt!" Aṅgulimāla said.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So Aṅgulimāla shout, "Halt! Stop! Stop!" He shouted to the Buddha, right? "Stop! Stop!" He chased after the Buddha. All right. Aṅgulimāla ran after the monk. To his astonishment, however, the monk, who seemed to be walking at a leisurely pace, was always a step ahead. Right? So the Buddha used his powers, right, to manipulate the space between him and Aṅgulimāla. So no matter the Buddha was walking at a normal pace, at a slow, normal pace. But no matter how fast Aṅgulimāla tried to catch up to the Buddha, he could never reach the Buddha. Now, Aṅgulimāla shouts, "Stop, stop. If you were the Buddha, what would you say to Aṅgulimāla?" Let's ask anyone. Do you all know the story? If you were the Buddha, what would you say to Aṅgulimāla when he shouts, "Stop, stop, stop, monk, stop, stop." Okay, let's get someone to answer. I don't know. Anyone wants to try?
I have.
Eric.
Yeah, Eliana?
Okay.
I have
I'm at rest.
I have stopped you to stop.
Eliana already knows the answer.
So I'm at rest. You are the one who's running in a circle.
Yes, very good, very good. Thank you, Brother Eric. Yeah, you guys, that's the correct answer. Very good. So now let's read this. Okay. I am going to be Aṅgulimāla here. I'm going to be Aṅgulimāla, yeah. And the Buddha will read this too. So who wants to be the Buddha here?
Oh, who wants to be the Buddha?
Okay, so I'll be the Aṅgulimāla. Okay. Okay, can you all hear me? Okay, good. "Oh, monk, stop! Stop moving!"
"I'm not moving. I'm at rest. It is you who are in perpetual motion." I'm not wise, so I can't speak like a Buddha.
Very good, very good. That's good, that's good. The Buddha said, "I have stopped. Aṅgulimāla, you too stop. You too stop." This is the key words in the sutta. I have stopped. You too stop. Think about it. Think about your own life. Are there habits in our lives? Are there patterns in our lives? Are there intentions in our lives where the Buddha would also say to us, "You too stop"? Okay, let's read this. So we're gonna read the thought bubbles, yeah, the conversation bubbles, sorry, the text bubbles. Okay, so this is Aṅgulimāla, this is the Buddha, and this is Aṅgulimāla. Okay, who wants to be Aṅgulimāla? You have to be very drama. I'll be Aṅgulimāla here. I'll be Aṅgulimāla here because I want to be drama. Okay, who wants to be the Buddha here?
Pepin.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Pepin, go for it. Okay, so I'll start and then you say this. While walking contemplative, You say I have stopped. But when I have stopped, you say I haven't. I ask you the meaning of this. How have you stopped? How haven't I?
I have stopped, Aṅgulimāla, once and for all, having cast off violence towards all living beings. You, though, are unrestrained towards living beings. That's how I've stopped, and you haven't.
At long last.
Agreedly.
No, this one is Aṅgulimāla. This one is Aṅgulimāla. Yeah. I'll read. Yeah. At long last, a greatly revered seer, for my sake, has come to the great forest. Having heard your verse in line with the Dharma, I will go about abandoning evil. So Aṅgulimāla was moved. He was touched by the Buddha's great compassion. He decides to abandon his evil deeds, stop his violence, and stop his killing. This was the moment of repentance for Aṅgulimāla. Okay, now that's the end of the drama, but I will finish up the story, okay, part of some of the last few stories. All right, so King Pasenadi came to look for Aṅgulimāla. So the king hears of a news, right? There's this man who is murdering many people. So the King Pasenadi came to look for Aṅgulimāla, wanted to arrest him, to capture him, right? So he goes to the Buddha, he says, okay, I want to find this Aṅgulimāla. But the Buddha said, he pointed to Aṅgulimāla, he said, there he is. He's being a gentle and kind monk now. So the king couldn't believe it. He said, what? I couldn't believe it, right? King Pasenadi. All right. So, okay, actually, let's do this. I'll just read it. The king said, I could not subdue Aṅgulimāla with all my strength, and you have won him without lifting your little finger. We are grateful to you, O Lord. All right. Now, this is a very important story. So let's get people to read it. Someone will be the narrator here. All right. And then someone will be Aṅgulimāla here. And then the narrator will complete this. So it's 1, 2, and then 3. The narrator. So someone be the narrator, someone be Aṅgulimāla here. Aṅgulimāla here is now not a murderer. You cannot be evil already. Aṅgulimāla here is a very kind and gentle man already. So you have to be very kind and compassionate. Okay. So anyone wants to be Aṅgulimāla here? Anyone? Yeah.
I want.
Okay, Eliana, go for it. So narrator, who wants to be narrator?
Anyone?
I can try.
Okay, good. So narrator, start. You can start first. Yeah.
Okay. The blessing. Then Venerable Aṅgulimāla, early in the morning, having put on his robes and carrying his outer robe and bow, went into Savatthi for alms. As he was going from house to house for alms, he saw a woman suffering a painful birth. On seeing her, the thought occurred to him, beings, and there was well-being for the woman, well-being for her fetus.
Eliana?
Sister, since I was born in the noble birth, I do not recall intentionally killing a living being. Through this may there be well-being for you, well-being for your fetus.
Nice.
Wow, so soft and gentle, Eliana's voice. Wow, okay, that's good. Thank you, Eliana. Well-being for you, well-being for your fetus, well-being for your baby. Brothers and sisters, truth has power. Virtue has power. The Dharma has power. The Dharma transformed the character of Aṅgulimāla from a hostile, aggressive, violent, bloodthirsty character to become a soft, gentle, kind, and compassionate character. When Aṅgulimāla saw the woman in pain, what did he think? The thought of compassion arose in him. How tormented are living beings? How suffering are living beings? And venerable, right now he's already venerable. Yes, venerable Aṅgulimāla gave his blessings to the mother, to the sister. Since I was born in the noble birth, I do not recall intentionally killing a living being. Through this truth, through this virtue, may there be well-being for you and your child. Venerable Aṅgulimāla was invoking the power of his truth, the power of his virtue to give a blessing to the mother. That's why even in today's world, many Buddhists, sometimes they would chant the Aṅgulimāla Parita, right? During pregnancy, right? As a blessing for the mother to have a smooth and safe childbirth. They chant the Aṅgulimāla Parita. Our virtue has power. Okay, let's move on. All right. One day, Aṅgulimāla got injured. The stone hit him on the forehead. So Venerable Aṅgulimāla, his head broken open and dripping with blood, his bowl broken, his outer robe ripped to shreds. He went to the Buddha, he went to the Blessed One. So the Buddha said, bear with it, Brahman, bear with it. The fruit of the karma that would have burned you in hell for many years, many hundreds of years, many thousands of years, you are now experiencing in the here and now. So Aṅgulimāla, Venerable Aṅgulimāla, even after he became a noble person, he still experienced the fruits, the consequences of his bad karma. His shirt was torn, his head was dripping blood. Okay. Now, this is the most important, well, maybe not the most important, but this is one of the most important passages in the sutta. All right, so I need you to read this with great confidence, with great energy, with great inspiration. So someone, let's read this. This is the end of the sutta, the end of the Aṅgulimāla sutta. Let's read this. Anyone wants to read this? Yeah. The last opportunity already. After this, no more. Yeah. Anyone?
Okay, read it. From
yes, Brother Eric, go for it.
Okay, sure. From antagonist to Arahant. Then Venerable Aṅgulimāla, dwelling alone, secluded, heedful, ardent, and resolute, in a no long time, reach and remain in the supreme goal of the holy life, knowing and realizing it for himself in the here and now. He knew birth is aided, the holy life fulfilled, the task done. There is nothing further for the sake of this world. And thus, Venerable Aṅgulimāla became another one of the Arahants.
Beautiful. Thank you, Brother Eric. This is such a beautiful declaration. From antagonist to Arahant. From such an antagonistic character, Aṅgulimāla became an Arahant. He knew birth is ended, the holy life is fulfilled, the task is done. There is nothing further for the sake of this world. And this is one of the most inspiring lines in the suttas. And Venerable Aṅgulimāla became another one of the Arahants. Is this possible? Maybe some of you are thinking, is it possible? Maybe later Q&A, someone will ask, Brother Weiken, is it possible? A murderer can become an Arahant in their life. Is it possible? Think about it. Maybe maybe one of you might want to ask that question. Okay, now here's where what's next? Okay, here is where we have a discussion. Okay, I want to have a discussion with all of you. Maybe you can also ask questions, all right? The first question is, have we ever felt deep shame and guilt in our hearts? Sometimes we have done wrong things. Sometimes we have committed evil deeds in the past, right? Sometimes we feel a tremendous amount of shame and guilt and we cannot move on. Maybe you want to share your experience as well. Have you ever done anything that you're ashamed of? Maybe. The second discussion question I want to have with you all is about giving up. Have we ever felt like giving up? Like, oh no, I'm such a bad person. I'm such an evil person. I have no hope. I cannot become an Arahant. I cannot become like the Buddha. I cannot progress on the path. I have so much defilements, so much greed in me, so much hatred in me. You know, I cannot move on. I cannot progress on the spiritual path. Maybe that's another thing you might want to think about as well. And finally, the idea of redemption. How do we find the strength to move forward on the Dharma path? So these three are the discussion questions for all of us to discuss and to contemplate and to reflect, okay? So this is the discussion time. Actually, anyone can speak, anyone can share. You can share your experiences, you can ask questions, and we can just discuss, okay? This is the Q&A time, and it's also the discussion time because our time is running out. Okay, because our time is running out, so to be mindful of time, I'm just going to combine the discussion time and the Q&A time, okay, into one. So you can raise questions, you can also share your experiences, share your stories, and so on, okay? So I'm going to stop here first.